I'm going to share my opinion about the story He Who Will Not Bow, aka Vanangan. This is a story about how a person from a really suppressed caste faces challenges about racism and rises up to justice. This story begins with Vanangan telling us the story of his name. His father was really dark-skinned, thus called Karutam. Vanangan's grandfather was the seventh child, thus his name was Yeran. You see, in those days, families like Vanangans were considered so low that they named their children like stray dogs. Even if they were younger, the families of the employers treat the employees like trash, since they are considered lower for them. For example, when Yeran was hiding in the bushes eating his favorite meal, the Karanayar's grandson threw mud into it and forced him to drink it. Yeran's favorite food is my favorite too, so I felt really insulted by that move. Karutan did not want to live in a place like this anymore, so he escaped to Nagarkota. There he did small jobs, still facing discrimination in different forms. But he learned to read and write, thinking that would help him get out of being discriminated. However, it did not pull him out completely. What did pull him out completely, though, was standing up for himself with courage and determination. And who inspired him to do that was Nesamani, an idealistic person. What I like about the story Vanangan is how even though there is so much discrimination, Nesamani and Karutan stay strong and fight their way to justice. For example, when Karutan is trapped inside the office because the Zamindar placed spies around the city to kill him, Karutan calls Nesamani for help and rides an elephant all the way to the Zamindar's house and crashes down his gate. Speaking of elephants, another thing I like about this story is how the elephant represents it. In the beginning of the story, Karutan was tied between the feet of an elephant as a punishment. He was really scared of the elephants, but in the end of the story, he was riding an elephant with pride and happiness. This shows how weak he was in the beginning of the story and how powerful he was in the end of the story. And as everyone knows, elephants are really powerful. Then think of how powerful Karutan could have felt when he rides the elephants. Stories of the True is a must-read. Vanangan is only one story out of the 12 amazing stories in this book. Before I read Vanangan, my father kept telling me to read it. I did not understand how great it was. So I read it. Afterwards, I was amazed. I finally understood how great this story was. So I end this speech with telling you all to read the amazing collection of short stories, Stories of the True.